I show you something? These black particles, what do you think, what are they? They're plastic, or specifically, they're shredded car tires. They would call it recycled rubber, but I would call it downcycle. And what is it used for here? It's used to build these football fields. And is there a problem with this football field? Well, the problem is that they are constantly leaching microplastic, letting microplastic go into the environment. How do I know that? Well, one of the reasons is right behind me, or I'm sitting on it. So these are the piles of snow so the snow has been falling the whole winter, and as they clean the snow, they would put it here on the side. And with that snow, they would also take some of that rubber with it. And as the snow is now melting, this looks almost as piles of rubber, not snow. So there is some ice underneath. But let go of the ice. So this is one interesting example of basically the whole problem with plastic. Do we need plastic football fields? Well, we have a certain value from it. So first of all, it's quite warm here, as you can see. I'm sitting literally here on the ice, but we are in Finland. So normal, natural, so to say, grass would still be mud at this point. And people have been playing football or practicing other sports here almost throughout the whole winter. So it gives us there is a certain value to it. It gives us a certain ease of life. How to say, the recreational value of this football field is big, and that gives also a certain health increase to the people practicing sports here. Especially in this year, it helps people with mental and physical health, and overall that's good for society. So it gives us a certain amount of convenience, and that is exactly what all the plastic is giving us, a certain amount of convenience. And right now, today, I've dressed up head to toe in plastic, even down to my underwear. They are made out of plastic. Some of them are made out of recycled plastic, which is, I would argue, this rubber here is not recycled but being downcycled. So there was a plastic bottle, and then they made fibers and clothing out of it. It gives me a certain convenience. The polyester clothing, it has a lot of good qualities, and that is maybe even an essence of the whole plastic pollution issue. Or why do we have a problem with plastic? Because there is a huge amount of convenience with plastic, but we are building up a depth of pollution with it, and that is maybe this a true cost or a hidden cost of plastic, is that this depth is accumulating. This car tire rubber is leaching all the time, and they are here putting, last spring I've seen that they put 4 tons of more microplastic here. Where does it go? I think, and you can see it all around the field when it rains. So should we ban all plastic? I don't think so. But should we keep in mind of the hidden cost of it? All of this plastic clothing, when it's being washed, even though it's washed on the lower temperature than the cotton, it has a lower carbon footprint in creating them than cotton, but they're also releasing microplastic fibers with the water. So there is a cost, and that cost is built up like a debt. And like any debt, it's better to start paying it sooner than later. So, for example, fields like this, they provide a big value to community, but we should think about its cost also, not just dumping old tires on top of it every year, but preventing the leaching of the particles and the connected chemical pollutants. So, but that's a whole other story. So basically, convenience at first brings a debt in the long run. So let's just think about it in that way. Thank you. I really suck at football, actually.